Now, in some international news, protesters who have been violently demonstrating against recent U.S. airstrikes in Iraq have withdrawn from areas near the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. This comes as American forces used tear gas to drive away the protesters, who mainly consist of Iranian-backed militias that operate in Iraq. Seung-jae reports.
After 2 days of protests at the American embassy in the Iraqi capital, thousands of pro-Iranian protesters packed up and went home on Wednesday, ending a tense siege that had trapped a number of American diplomats in the building overnight. The protests started when members of Iranian-backed militias reacted angrily to deadly American airstrikes on their positions over the weekend. The increasingly violent attempts to breach the compound only came to an end when American forces fired tear gas to drive them back. Speaking to Fox News this week, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo offered his assessment of the protest, calling the mob Iranian-backed terrorists.
Well, what you saw was Iranian-backed terrorists. Many of them are individuals that have been designated terrorists by the United States and others, coming to the American embassy and posing a risk to American diplomats and personnel inside the embassy. You saw President Trump direct a quick, decisive, prudent response by making sure that we had all the resources necessary to keep people safe and to secure the compound as well.
All this began when a rocket attack on an Iraqi military base last Friday killed an American contractor and wounded several American service members. The U.S. blamed the attack on Iraqi militia with ties to Iran. In response, American forces carried out airstrikes on 5 different sites on Sunday, killing dozens of terrorists from the Kataib Hezbollah terrorist organization and wounding more. With tensions still running high, and as a precautionary measure, U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper says about 750 American troops from a rapid response unit based out of Kuwait will be sent to the Gulf region. However, a U.S. official who spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity said a full brigade of about 4,000 soldiers may be deployed in the coming days. Since May last year, 14,000 U.S. troops have been deployed to the Gulf in response to concerns about Iran and its attacks on commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Seung-jae, Arirang News.